Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Kirby Superstar Ultra. Last time we made our way through the old tower here in the Great Cave Offensive. In this episode, let's go ahead and wrap this mode up, shall we? So this is the gold watering can. Okay, interesting. I believe that's an Animal Crossing reference, but wasn't expecting to get a watering can out of all the treasures, but to be fair, we did get a dime. So, yeah, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. You actually need Jet to get down here so you can get the katana. It's the only way to get to this treasure. So now let's fly up. And I'll keep the Jet. Why not? Oh, come on. Please, Ninja. Alright, so this is our final save point here. And I didn't actually mention this as the first save point, but all these save points in the original, they didn't heal you, but they did have a Meadow next to them. So you can press the switch and get yourself a Meadow. So, in this version, they just heal you, so it kind of cuts out the extra healing item you can collect. Not a big deal, but just something to point out. So this here is a charm. Nice little charm. I can barely make out what that is because of how small that item is on the DS screen. That's a problem here in this mode in particular. We got a lot of cool, interesting looking treasures, but I can't see them because I'm playing on a very, very small DS screen. So I can only see maybe a few pixels of some of these things. Also, that cannon hurts. It hurts bad. So that's a bad cannon. As you can tell, some cannons go somewhere, some just kind of explode. But here, you actually want this cannon because treasure. So here, I need to play this one careful. Ooh, I screwed up. Hang on. Let's go back. I always forget what pattern that one needs. I always forget, is it going to be the one at the top I need? Wait, not the top. I need to hit the top first. If it's the one on the bottom or the one right above that on the bottom I need to hit. I always kind of mix that stuff up. But luckily, we can just reset the room and try again. So, not a big deal. Get ourselves the Christmas tree, or as they say, Xmas. Because, you know, Christmas is a little too big of a word to fit in this box. Alright, so now we need to actually break apart these blocks just so we can go ahead and open up the cannon. So there you go. Now let's charge this up, hit this, and get out of here. Luckily with Jet, this is super quick to get to, so I don't need to worry about missing this one. And now we're here in the clouds. So this is a nice change of scenery. Oh man, I think it's this switch? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Hit the right switch because that will unlock the treasure chest. The one on the left unlocks the Gordos. As I'm trying to show off without doing a boost. But we got the Kong Barrel, which is a reference to Donkey Kong. More in particular, Donkey Kong Country. So, that's nice. If you like Donkey Kong Country like me, that's a nice thing to see. But there you go. Now we got ourselves a scale. So this room, honestly, very easy to have Jet ability for this because just you can use Jet to easily fly very, very carefully, mind you. So I like doing that instead of riding those platforms now. Just much easier on me. Alright, this one's just for health, which honestly, if you don't need the health, I just say skip this room entirely. So I don't know why they put that copy there, honestly. I'm saying that word a lot, honestly. I like to be honest, as you can tell, honestly. But yeah, that room's completely pointless if you already have full health, but I don't know why they put the coffee when they have a Meadow there. Meadow has a full heal anyway, so it's just kind of redundant. Maybe it's there for your helper if you kind of forget to share. But that's about it. Also, this room was changed from the original because for starters, it's a little bit lower, so it's easy to hit that block. And for second, you can actually hit that block using the fully charged up Jet now. You couldn't really do that in the original Kirby Superstar. It was a little bit too far out of the way, so that's a huge difference, honestly, and I'm glad they did that. It's a good change, honestly, to me that they, well, made the room lower. Alright, but I want to have a helper here for Wheelie. And now let's get ready and go. You don't have much time for this, so you have to really hurry. And as you see, I did fail that. So they don't give you much time at all. In fact, I kind of need to wait because I hit that too early. So now I want to hit it, jump over here, and we're through. Okay, good. As you can see, it is very, very strict on its timing, so you have to really practice up on that segment in order to get that treasure of the tire. Not much of a treasure, but at least I got a spare tire in case Wheelie pops. So, that's a blessing, I guess. I really hope he doesn't pop, because that means he's dead. He explodes. If Wheelie pops his wheel, he pops his life. Which doesn't sound right, but it means death, okay? Just means he's dead. Alright, up here, as you can see, this is really just a room for extra collectible stuff, so I can't really get to that stuff. I don't really need the extra lives in the Meadow, so we're going to leave it. So I can just get down here, avoid the star. But this is why I'm also using a helper, because now I can run to these powers and not collect them. which is a good thing simply just because of things like sleep there being in the way. So yeah, I don't want sleep. I got Spirit Charm, so got myself some charm beads. That's nice. But yeah, we're done here in the clouds now. That's everything. So let's just get out of here, shall we? Now, funny thing is, in the original, you couldn't actually grab the star if you were riding on Wheelie, because Wheelie would just cause you not collect anything. Powers, stars, nothing. You can only really collect health. So here they had to change it, obviously, so that's nice they did because it makes it way more convenient, and I'm so glad they did for that reason. Although, because of that change, I found myself grabbing that star by accident now while riding Wheelie, because I'm so used to how the original, you couldn't do that. So it's a big change, sometimes maybe not for the better for me. Can I stop hitting this wall? And I don't want to go backwards. This cannon is so annoying to get through, I swear. Okay, are you serious? I'm just bouncing back and forth from these cannons. And I just want to get a move on. Alright, let's get back in the Wheelie and get out of here, shall we? So now we have ourselves another mini-boss. Here we got Bugsy. And Bugsy is just kind of in the way. I just want my treasure and want to leave. So let's just kill Bugsy real quick. And there you go. I could get Suplex and actually show it off, but we'll show it off later. I just don't need it right now. But hey, we got the Raccoon Doll, which is actually a reference to Mario 3, since it's basically a Tanuki. And also, it could look like a raccoon from Animal Crossing, so maybe it's a double reference, who knows. This segment here, we're going to want Crash at one point, so I have to remember to actually grab Crash instead of just killing one. Alright, let me just eat the pig. Or the bear. I still don't know what that is. It looks like a bear or a pig, depends on your screen. It always looks like a pig to me. Hey, the shell whistle. Looks like a magic conch shell. We all know how well those things work thanks to SpongeBob. All hail the mighty conch shell. Alright, so here I need Crash because I can get through this segment here without Crash because I can just swim right around it. But you're gonna want this ability if you want to collect the treasure chest. So using Crash will actually activate the switch from the other side. Don't know how that works, but you need to do so in order to get this treasure. So there you go. This segment's done. One more segment to go, and it will lead us out. So let's go. There's 2 more treasures for us to collect, and let's finish this giant cave. Which, seriously, what kind of cave is this? This is so big, and it has so many different kind of environments in it. It's not like any cave I've ever seen. Alright, so I'm actually heading all the way over here because I need to have a cutter. So I actually forgot there was a cutter in the segment for a second and killed it. I need to respawn it. There you are, buddy. Alright. I'm so glad we don't throw our blades immediately, because that would suck. Now, we do block off a 1-up, unfortunately, having to get this treasure chest, but if you don't really need the life like me, it doesn't really matter. So you gotta cut the platform on the left. If you don't, well, you're not getting to this treasure chest because you'll block it. And if you cut the platform above the treasure chest, again, you're gonna block it, so don't do it. But yeah, that's the only treasure in this room. So now with that, we cut this one. And really, it's only just here for Metamato if you want it, which I don't really need it, so let's just get a move on, shall we? Now, this section here is a pain. I hate this section so much. I'm also gonna ditch that, just for some yo-yo action. I like me some yo-yo. Alright, let's just take our time here. And there you go. Actually made it without hitting a single spring, I'm surprised. Alright, I need to hit this. There you go. Now, when we fall down again, we'll actually miss entirely. Okay, let's just fall down and start to fly. Make it a little bit easier to land inside the little hole. And now, our final treasure of the game is the Triforce. Like it was that easy. It was just hiding in a treasure chest the entire time. You need to go ahead and salvage all the lands, all the different treasures underneath the sea in Wind Waker, or fight all these different bosses in general. It was just right there in front of your face. Easy as that. So we have every single treasure in the game, but it's very weird because our number doesn't end with 99999. It's not maxed out. It's off by maybe 9. 9 gold, and that's how it's gonna stay. So I don't know, it always bugged me, honestly. I don't know why I never filled it. So here, we're gonna just want to do some spins, please. All right, Wheelie, you gotta survive this, buddy. You gotta survive. I want to use you, so I'm actually gonna take control of Wheelie for the rest of this fight now. All right, just gotta be careful not to grab, because that will hurt. And I'm surprised I didn't get hurt there. And now, please. Nope, missed. So this fight is very annoying if you only have wheels, you can see, but I'm trying my best. We're not doing that much damage here. That's the biggest problem. I think Wheelie's dying. Yeah, it's just going to be me. And I'm probably going to die here, unfortunately, because one-hit wonder. Yeah, I'm dead. In fact, I can't even tell how he got me that easily. He just did a nice little flick with his hand, and somehow he got me. Even though he was nowhere near me. I don't get it. Whatever. We're just going to go double bomb all the way. If bomb actually reappears on this selection, thank you. Oh man, this is just annoying. I really wanted to kill him without dying, but at the same time, this guy packs a punch. Wham Bam Rock here is definitely one of those cases where the rock hands aren't just for show. He is more aggressive, and he just packs a punch. So this is also one of those cases where Nintendo is showing off their love of the floating head with floating hands mechanic. Because this boss fights in so many different games, it's ridiculous. I just love this boss design, I swear. Now, if this was the original Kirby Superstar, I believe this guy doesn't have as much defense. I'm actually happy my bomb got caught there because Poppy Bros Jr., you actually made it a lot easier for me to kill. So he's just kind of taking a chill with a bomb ahead. Oh, I forgot he actually gives you rock there. I'm like, wait, that was very quick. He healed very fast. Were you hiding a Metamato in your pocket? No. The rocks that he actually drops is an ability, but trying to fight this guy with rock is the worst, so don't do it. How do you flick Rocky, not me? That's weird. I'll take it. I'd rather not get hurt. I'm still confused. And there, before he shot down more rocks, we killed it. So we're done. And because now we have Rocky, on our way up, because there will be an elevator, let's see if we can get some extra little rock abilities here to show off. Any extra transformations, I'll take. So now let's get out of here. This is our final minecart section, so say goodbye to the minecart in the Great Cave. We'll be seeing these things later on in some other modes, but this is our final time here in Great Cave. In fact, say goodbye to the cave, because after this stretch here, we're done. Oh, we got a nice little block there from Mario. Now we also have another Dreamland guy. I can't remember his name. I think that was Koo. We got Rick again. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we got a hand, which I don't really think that's a reference to anything. It's just kind of a hand. But yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and ditch it now because we don't really need the power. We're done. We have all 60 treasures, and we leave the same way we fell in. I mean, it makes sense, but where was that warp star when we actually needed it? It's a little weird how it just randomly appears now after you kill all those bosses. But sure, at least gets us out of here. So that was the Great Cave Offensive. Very, very long, as you can tell. This mode may be long, but it's still one of my favorite modes to come back to every once in a while in Kirby Superstar. Simply just because there's a lot of routing that's involved while playing through the Great Cave Offensive. You want to know exactly where the treasures are, and you want to know how you get them the most optimal way, and it's just a fun mode just to play through and route out in your head. So, yeah, definitely, if you're sitting down playing this game for the first time, this is the mode we're going to spend the most time in. Probably a few hours for your very first playthrough, because I know I was here for at least a couple hours when I first played this game years and years ago. It's a lot easier on the DS version because of the fact that you have that bottom screen map telling you what areas not only have you beaten, but what stuff you've collected in the areas too. Like you can see the total with that gold coin appearing on the map. So that's a big difference, and I really did wish that the original had something like that. But we have it here in the DS version, so that does help a lot. Yep, that's another mode down, so that makes 4 modes. And at this point, we completed all the modes that were unlocked from the very beginning on the original Kirby Superstar. So at this point, we're going to start unlocking more modes of the game, which if you're playing the original on the Super Nintendo, you would also be unlocking more modes after this as well. So that's it. We just have to watch the credit reel, which takes a bit because we're looking through all of our treasures. At this point, we're a little over halfway. This credit reel does take a while, and it might take a little bit longer on the DS version. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it is impressive to watch these FMV cutscenes, though, in the DS version. Because in the original, it was all sprite-based cutscenes, since that's all the Super Nintendo was really able to do. But on the DS, because they have more memory and more power, they decided, you know what, for Kirby Superstar Ultra, let's add in animated cutscenes. So why not? Put an FMV video in here, and just have that play whenever you beat the modes. And they do look nice, although when you do blow up these games to a bigger display, you do notice the compression. I do obviously notice this compression when I'm playing this game through a DS, like on a computer monitor, for example, But even notices compression if you're playing on like a DSi XL or a 3DS XL. Because of the bigger DS screen, you can kind of see the pixelization on these videos just a bit more clearly on those systems as well. It's still impressive that they were able to do this on a DS, but at the same time, you can notice their flaws nowadays. But we did it! We got all the treasures, and now Kirby's happy in his treasure room. And we're also playing the victory music from Gourmet Race for some reason. I don't know why, but they decided Gourmet Race music was a good thing to add for the end of Great Cave. But now that we completed all those modes, we unlocked the Revenge of Meta Knight. But now we're done unlocked, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time on Let's Play Kirby Superstar Ultra, we'll begin our next mode in the game, the Revenge of Meta Knight. I'll see you guys next time.